Good day, Carla. It's Tuesday, August 18th. The time is 6:53 a.m. If you are new to my channel, welcome and thank you for visiting. While you are here, buckle up. If the shoe fits, slip, slide, clickety clack. If it doesn't, don't force it. If you are the messenger, pass it along, please and thank you. Just Asking My Name is the song that I've been hearing. It's a gospel song. There is power in the name. There is peace in the name. There is joy in the name. Just ask in my name. It's a gospel song, but that's what I was hearing. So I just wanted to start off with that. But the other thing is, this is the message. And I'm guilty of this as well. Sorry for the dramatic pauses. I was just trying to get my thoughts together. I'll just speak on what I do. I've had a habit of, when things have happened in my life, I've asked, why? Why God? Why me? What did I do to deserve it? And it doesn't necessarily mean that you did something to deserve it. Not for some people, yeah. You're going through what you're going through because you did some shit, and this is just your karma, is balancing out or whatever. But some people, it's not about what you did. It's about exposing somebody else. 132 is just on the timer. It's about exposing somebody else, not necessarily that you did something. It could be for the simple fact that you didn't do anything. And as crazy as that sound, like, well, if I didn't do nothing, why is all of this happening? Because you could be the test for somebody else. You could be the blessing in disguise for somebody else. And God is watching to see how either you move or how they move, And if you didn't do anything, to deserve, quote, I'm doing the air quotes, like karma or get back, then you are like the martyr of the situation. You are what is the word? You the plant. Thank you. You the plant, So it's like, or the mold. That's another word. That's another one. The mold. And that's not a bad way. That's not in a bad way. It's because God needed to put that person that's doing the wrong shit in a position to where they could see that they don't have to do the wrong shit. And you are that person put in a place to help show them that and to see how they would treat you. So, it's like you go through it and everything could be good. Again, I'll use myself as an example. I'll use past relationships. I'm not even gonna go romantic, but just past relationships with people, friendships. Now, I've had people come and go in my life, and I've asked the question like, why? Because I thought that person was, good people. Like we was vibing, we was chilling, shit was good, and then it went left. And I would blame myself. I blame myself like, what did I do? Or why didn't I pay attention to the signs and the red flags and all of that shit? Why did I ignore this? Why did I let this slide? Why did I let that go? It wasn't because, well, some people, it could be people pleasing. But in my case, I give people too many chances, if I'm being honest. I give people too many chances to fuck me over. And it's like, okay, you did that. That was fucked up. But you apologize so I can give you a second chance. Like, I turned the other cheek way too many motherfucking times. I'm going to be honest about that. So it's some shit that I get in or be in way longer than what the fuck I should be because I keep turning the other cheek instead of punching somebody in their shit. Like, motherfucker, you done slapped me twice. It's not going to be a third one. The third time you raise your hand and hit me, I'm beating your motherfucking ass. That's what it should be in some cases, okay? And I'm speaking on me. In some cases, it should be where I just bust a motherfucker in they shit. Like, bitch, you done slapped me twice. Now I'm about to beat your ass. Because you didn't get that, okay, you got these 2 slaps. Now you need to do better. Even if you ain't doing better with me, motherfucker, just do better, period. But some people think, oh, if I slap this motherfucker once, I can slap him again. I slapped this motherfucker twice, I can slap him again. And again, like I said, I have definitely turned the other cheek way too many times and been slapped in the face way too many times by the same motherfuckers doing the same shit because I kept wanting to say, I give a chance, I'm going to turn the cheek, I'm going to turn the cheek. So the lesson in it for me was, nigga, stop turning the other cheek so many motherfucking times and beat somebody's ass. If they don't get it, okay, 1, 2, 3, beat their ass. 1, 2, 3, walk away. However, the situation, what calls for it. If you got a nuck till you buck, that's just what I heard. Beat a nigga ass. If that's what it come down to, and you done gave him chance after chance after chance, fuck him up. But if it's one of them things where, okay, I done gave you chance after chance after chance, and now I'm just done fucking with you. You ain't got to beat ass. You can just walk away. I ain't fucking with you no more. I've done that too. Chance after chance after chance. I might want to beat your ass, but guess what? I'm going to walk away. Because you really ain't worth the motherfucking money. And when I say the money, that's bond, that's court fees, that's lawyers, all that shit. Some motherfuckers ain't worth that shit. And then it's some motherfuckers out here that I say, you know what? Just send me straight to the motherfucking penitentiary after I fuck them up. But that is me. That's Carla. That's Carla. I ain't talking, you know what I'm saying? The whole point of this is you asking why. It may not have been anything that you did. It could be an assignment that you got to fulfill on behalf of God, whether you signed up for it or not. It's a lot of shit that I didn't sign the fuck up for, but guess what? I had to do it because it was something that God said, hey, I need you, Carla, to do this shit. So, go on and handle that. 717 was on the time. So, it's like, instead of asking, what did you do to get there? Why is this happening? Start asking a question. What do I do to get past this? How do I get past this? Even say, hey, God, is this one of them test things you doing to see what I'm going to do or to see what they going to do? Because I'm a little confused in this situation right now. And talk to God like, God, see, I'm feeling like this is what I want to do. But I want to make sure it's okay for me to do that. That's how I talk. I talk to God like I talk to God. That's my motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, I talk to him like, hey, look, check this out. But that's my relationship with God. That's my relationship. Everybody have their own relationship with God or the higher power, the source, however you want to call it, whatever you want to call it, whoever you want to call it. I personally, I believe in God. I praise God. That's my homie. That's my man's. Anyway, go to God. When you have those questions like, what did I do? Why this? Why is that happening? And I'm even guilty of it myself recently. And that's another reason why I was told to give this message, because I'm asking why when I should be asking what I could do to keep myself together in this situation. How do I, if I'm confused, how do you want me to move in this situation, God? Or is this one of them things where let's see what you do, figure it out? It could be, but you won't know if you're not talking to God. You won't know if you just sitting in the shit, pissing and moaning. Because I did that too. Why did that happen to me? God, I didn't do anything to deserve it. And no, I didn't. But it was my assignment. And once I realized, like, you need to shut the fuck up and listen, and then maybe you'll get it. But that was for me. That ain't for everybody else. That was for me. I'm just using me as an example. So once you just go to God. When the shit get hard, I know people say you go to God all the time. Yeah, but you should. But go to God and ask. What do you need to do? What is going on? Just flat out, God, hey, yo, I see this happening. I ain't liking it too much. Is this a test you putting me through? Is this an assignment that I gotta complete? Can I do 50% of the work and pass? However, you need to phrase it to God. However you talk to God, talk to God. Again, that's just how I communicate with God. That's the way our relationship is, okay? So again, when you feeling like that, instead of questioning the why, ask, what can I do to change it? Is there anything I can do to change it? Or is this one of them situations I just got to ride it out to the end? Because sometimes you got to sit there and suck it up, not for you to be beat down, but to expose the person that's beating you down, the air quotes. Like, again, the mole. The mole don't expose itself. The mole take back the information that needs to be taken back to figure out what needs to be done. And I ain't talking about in some sneaky trying to steal some shit. We about to figure out who fucking up the company. We about to figure out who's stealing from the company type mole, okay? And if that's your job, do it. Don't worry about what nobody else got to say. That's the job that God gave you. What do people think? What do people say? Because I did that same shit. I pull tarot cards. I mean, as y'all know, I'm a tarot reader. I do my herbs and shit. I make body butter. I do a bunch of fucking shit. And I was like, but why you want me doing all of this, God? And why you want to do it? And why you want, and why? And why? And why? And the people going to look at me strange. They're going to, how can you do this and do that and do this and do that? I got chin checked. So went through all of that. Then God said, I'm going to need you to become ordained. I said, who, what now, me? You playing. This is a joke. He said, no. You need to become ordained. 12:22 on the timer. I said, what the? I said, okay, let me do this research. I did research. I'm not about to lie and say I went to some school, college, monastery. I think that's the proper word, whatever. I did. But I did my research. And I'm ordained. Because that's what God told me to do. I understand better as to why. I didn't understand then. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. I've used it, but I haven't used it in the capacity that I thought I would use it. You know, I've done some couples counseling to help people. I've done some individual counseling. I've done grief counseling, you know, for people that I know. And I said, I understood. I understand. It was not necessarily for me to do what I thought I wanted to do with it, which was perform marriages and do blessings and christenings for babies. I'm like, that's what I'm going to use it for. I don't want to be anybody's pulpit because I will get banned from the church because my mouth is hot than a motherfucker. And I'll be done stood up there and read everybody in the motherfucking church like, oh, you ain't shit because you fucking so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so. And yeah, deacon so-and-so. Yeah, you was on your knees. Yeah, I saw you. See, I can't, That would not be a good look for me to be in any pulpit in the church reading the congregation like that. It wouldn't be a congregation. It wouldn't be a church. So, I ain't that kind of minister. I'm just being honest. I'm not. Because that's not what God wanted me to do with it. That ain't what God wanted me to do with these credentials. So, okay, I'm doing what God told me to do. I'm moving how he told me to move. Maybe one day I will get a chance to officiate a wedding. I think that'd be pretty cool. You know, like, hey, you do? Shit, you do? Okay, y'all got it. Do that thing. You know, type. But that's just me. Anyway, instead of questioning why to the degree where you're just ask the questions. What do I need to do instead of a why? How, what, even when is this gonna be much longer, God? Because I got work at 8:00. You know, even if it gotta be like that, how long? But talk to God. everything you're going through is not because you did something wrong. Okay? Just keep that in mind. I'm going to say it again. They said say it again. Everything that you are going through does not mean you did something wrong. Okay? You could be the martyr. You could be the mole. You could be the spy. To bring down an organization, air quotes, to stop some fuckery that's been going on, even if you don't know it. I done exposed so much shit during my spiritual journey, and I'm like, whoa, and I have been told so much shit like, oh, shit, okay. It could be one of them things. And it could just be for you to gain knowledge so you will never have to worry or deal with a situation like that again in the future, because that will be something that could cause a ripple effect for things to go completely in the wrong direction for you. So God, let me put them in this position right now so they can see how to deal with it, how to handle it. And if it ever come up again, they'll know what to do. And I ain't got to worry about that in the future. They don't have to worry about that in the future. It could be you going through the shit now so you don't have to go through it when you are in that exact place that God put you in for all of your blessings to flow in, your abundance to flow in, all of that shit. So just keep that in mind. I'm done because I got shit to do today. I hope y'all had the day that y'all deserve. Take care. Be blessed.